Još ne sviće rujna zora, još ne trepti list sa gora, ne čuje se poljska buja, zoru da najavi, zoru da ne čuje se glas zafira, niti pjesma od pastira, tišina je njema vlada, svežimo očima, svežimo očima.
So hello everyone, we are here to talk about Montenegrin language. In Polish język czarnogórski, and in Montenegrin, how do we call this language? Vesna?
Crnogorski jezik.
Czarnogórski.
Crnogorski.
Quite similar to Polish. So maybe in the beginning we will introduce ourselves. Vesna, would you like to start? Tell us something about you.
My name is Vesna Vukadinovic. By vocation, I'm a professor of the language, which was once called Serbian, now it's Montenegrin. But on my diploma, I'm actually professor of Serbian language and literature, and that means that these two languages are very similar. I work as PR manager at the University of Montenegro, but besides this, I'm also online teacher of language, so I give classes via Skype to grown-ups, students, sometimes also teenagers who are here and want to learn the language. And I also have a YouTube channel which is called Learn Montenegrin, Serbian, Croatian, and Bosnian, because all these four languages are actually the same language with small differences.
Okay, thank you very much, Vesna. Julian, tell something about you.
I'm Julian and I'm 19 years old. I'm a university student and I used to be the best student in Mr. Pavel class.
Okay, thanks. Kuba?
Which one?
Yo, Kuba Pera.
Oh,
Maybe. Kuba Pera.
okay. So my name is Kuba. I'm 19 years old and I just finished high school, so probably go study. Someday I think about
Sociology?
Sociology, yes, sociology.
Okay, thanks, Kuba. Maybe second Kuba.
Yes, so my name is Kuba. I'm 18 years old and I'm a high school student, and that's about it, I think.
Okay, thanks. Piotrek?
My name is Peter. I'm also 18 years old and I'm high school student. One more year to university.
Okay, thanks. Mikołaj?
My name is Mikołaj. I'm 17 years old. I'm high school student and I like Pavel Stelmach very much.
Okay, thanks, Mikołaj. And Olga?
My name is Olga. I'm 17 years old and I am also a high school student, so I don't know what else to say.
Okay, thanks. And none one of us speaks Montenegrin.
I've been to Montenegro quite a few times.
Okay, nice. We are going with Mikołaj and other people to visit Montenegro this summer.
This is a sign that I keep for my channel of I love teaching Montenegro. That's the basic message. But we can go to the next slide, just to explain you in written also, so that you can have what are the characteristics of the Montenegrin language. As I said previously, it was named differently in old Yugoslavia. This language was called Serbo-Croatian, and this Montenegrin language is a South Slavic language. But after the breakup of Yugoslavia, all countries that existed in Yugoslavia named differently their language. So in Serbia, it's just Serbian. In Croatia, Croatian. In Montenegro, it's Montenegrin. And in Bosnia, it's Bosnian. But I often say for all people that learn the language with me that they have 4-in-1 languages, so to say, because it is all the same. As for Montenegro, it became as an official language in 2007. But actually, there was a question among the language scientists that we should have 2 more letters that we didn't have in orthography that was the same, because all these countries had 30 letters, but now we have 2 more. These letters are typical for how to say people's language. It was not before present in the literature language, so that's something that differs the Montenegrin language to the others, but actually it's all the same. By the constitution, the official name of the language is Montenegro. In Montenegro is Montenegrin, Serbian, Bosnian, and Croatian, which also proves that these 4 languages are actually completely the same. Okay, in our country, we use Latin alphabet and Cyrillic alphabet. For tourists, it's okay because all the signs are on Latin alphabet. And I guess because of this internet era, it's much easier. So people use mainly Latin alphabet, but also they keep this Cyrillic. So in schools, kids can write their works on these 2 letters by choice.
So I think this is an advantage for Montenegrin kids, Montenegrin citizens, that you can read Latin and Cyrillic.
Yes.
Because,
yes,
for example, in Poland, most of the kids can't read Cyrillic alphabet.
For me, it's all the same. Like when I read it, I don't see the difference. I'm used to it. So, and they say many people that Cyrillic is actually nicer for an eye. But as everything, especially now, the technology is in a Latinic. I guess it probably has the influence on kids, but they do try to keep the Cyrillic.
But the Latin is more popular. The Latin is nowadays more popular.
Well, I think it's a bit because of the English and a bit also because of internet. But you have also here now portals. I mean, sometimes it becomes a bit of a political question, and they divide these 2 letters. But many people think that these letters are just equal. Many in Montenegro. Some don't, but many see them as equal, and they use them. There are many portals also nowadays on Cyrillic. Here is the main rule: write as you speak and read as it is written. So for languages like Montenegrin, Serbian, Croatian, it's all the same rule. So you write as you speak and you read it as it is written. So this part is pretty easy about the language. So when you see something, you just read 1 letter by 1, like 1 letter is 1 vowel. And for example, it's not like in English, they kind of spell like A, O, so vowels, they sing while they pronounce vowels, while in this language it's just A, E, I, O, U. So
like in Polish.
Yes, one voice is 1 letter. So the unique letter is this sh, but actually this was once part of a slang. And when they were creating this or naming the language Montenegrin, and they wanted it to be different from the others, then they took this as national characteristic of the language, and the linguistic theorists put this letter within or added this letter to the standard alphabet. This is a matter of iotation. For example, we have in Bosnia they say sutra, and here in the street you will hear sutra, which means tomorrow. And in Serbia it's sutra. So this iotation is making a bit of difference. This letter J in English or letter Y in our language.
In Polish, this word sutra, sutra, tak, means is jutro. So it's quite misleading because jutro, I know a little bit Croatian, so jutro means morning, yes?
Yes, jutro. Jutro also in Montenegro, jutro is morning. Dobro jutro, so, good morning.
As I remember when we were last year in Croatia, and many people were in the morning saying dobro jutro, and I was wondering why jutro, like jutro is tomorrow in Polish, but as I knew that it's morning, not. So for Polish people, can be misleading.
Misleading. Okay. As for this, so this is one letter that was added, and you can hear it in the street very often. This in many words that have this saya, and then it's pronounced as sh, but it's equally also pronounced as saya. So this
means north. What does it mean in English? This word, because I know. No, siever.
Siever. This means north.
North, like in Russian, it's siever.
Yes. So it's in Bosnia, for example, they would say sjever. Here also sjever or sjever. So there's this soft Sia version, so to say. So you can say also sjever and sjever. And in Serbia, it's sever. So these are small, very small differences, and it means north. As for sjedi,
and maybe we guess this word. Maybe who knows? Do you know what could it mean? This word sjedi. Co to może znaczyć po polsku albo po angielsku? What does it mean? Sjedi.
I would say that means to sit or something like that.
Yes, exactly. To sit.
In Polish, siadać.
This is like actually imperative version. So when you give an order, someone to say sit, like in school, sit or sit down, it would be like this, sjedi or shedi. So this shedi is actually archaical version of Montenegro that still lives in Montenegrin language. So this is something that was added to Montenegrin language and Montenegrin alphabet in 2009. And there is also one other letter, which is zh. It's like soft zh, but these words are pretty rare. So there was a great discussion about this, about adding this letter, because it's very rare among Montenegrin words. And these are some of the examples, like ijutra. It means from the very morning, so to say. Zenica is a part of the eye, and there was.
It's interesting because in Polish we have the word źrenica. Źrenica. It's part of the eye, the same. Maybe it's źrenica. Maybe it's the same, but I'm not sure.
And there was a great discussion about adding this letter because we can do it without it, but it does exist in the language, but it's in the rare examples.
These two letters, she and ji, distinguished Montenegrin language from other Serbo-Croatian, Bosnian and Serbian don't have these letters.
Yes, but previously it was considered just as archaical part of the language or as street part of the language, so it wasn't like it wasn't present in the language before, but it did exist and it did live in the language. So later on, they just added these two.
Yeah, I think they are a little bit like old Slavic letters, because
Yes.
you know, in Polish language we have these two letters. We have she and ji. So for Polish people, it could be very interesting and very easy to read, and to when we see when Paul see she and ji, it's normal for us because we have many words with she and ji.
Yeah, for Polish people, as I told you, it's very easy to learn the language. I had one student who was from Poland, and he was here within the Erasmus program exchange as a student. And just for 1 month, he has learned a lot, and he continued without me because he was able to learn very fast. So in 1 month, 2, 3, he understood many of the words here while he was circulating in the market, and he was a very good student. These are South Slavic languages, Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, and Montenegrin. And the similar language is Bulgarian language, also Macedonian language, and Slovenian. Slovenian and Macedonian we can even understand. Not completely, but most of it, because these are similar languages. Also, they say for Bulgarian, I haven't been there, so I'm not quite sure, but I know that there are many words that are kind of similar. And the differences between these languages, like Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, and Montenegrin, these differences, it's the same language, but the difference is like between English, American English and British English. So either it is in the words or in some letters, extra letters, so to say. So this is old Slavic letter called yat. Actually, it's the letter y or j in English. But let me tell you in the next slide. So here you can see the differences between Montenegrin, Bosnian, Croatian, and Serbian in one same word. For example, in Montenegrin, this is typically for Montenegrin. For example, where you have iotation like here, we can say gdje si, but you will more hear jesi. It means where you are. People often say this as hello, like jesi or jesi brate. It would be like what's up, brother, or where are you, brother. You're not asking where someone is. It's instead of hello.
In Polish, gdzie. We say gdzie.
Yeah.
Gdzie jesteś? Gdzie jesteś?
Really? Okay. In Bosnia, you see it's gdje si. It's with je. In Croatia, it's the same. But in Serbia, they say gde si. They have long e, and we have e. And in Bosnia, they have ye. And this is this old yat. And you can see this in the next example. Can you guess what this word is? Do you know, maybe?
Kuba, Piotrek, what does it mean? Co to znaczy? Niedziela, niedziela.
Nadzieja? Like hope? Niedziela.
Niedziela.
Sunday.
Ah, good. Sunday. Yes,
In
Sunday.
Polish, niedziela.
Ah, so it's similar. So here we say nedelja. You see that this d, it's lyotation, it's phonetical change, and this is like old Montenegrin, and this is the difference between Montenegrin and Serbian, for example. So we can say nedelja or nedelja. It's a choice. In Bosnia and Croatia, it's nedelja, and in Serbia, it's nedelja. It's long e without y. Then you have this shutra. Do you recall what this shutra means?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Yes.
In Polish, jutro.
Okay. Can you guess the next one? And here it's a typical difference between the Croatian, Bosnian, and Serbian in this word, because this is letter yat comes here into 3 letters.
This word from Croatian. So, do you know what does it mean? Who knows? Try to guess. What could it mean? Lep. Okay, I can maybe some tip. Vesna, maybe you can say this word to like you saw a beautiful girl on the street. So what could it mean? In Polish. Kuba, do you know what could it mean? Mikołaj.
Probably ładny.
Ładna, piękna, tak.
Ładna.
But I think beautiful, yes? Pretty beautiful, yes?
Yes, beautiful.
But to be honest, the first thing that came to my mind was chleb. I mean bread.
How?
The first thing that came to my mind was bread. Because
Bread.
It sounds similar to chleb in Polish.
Well, in our language, it's chlieb. Chlieb. Chlieb is bread also. But liep or lep, this is for masculine actually. It means beautiful. For beautiful woman would be lijepa djevojka, or in Serbian, lepa devojka. So the whole difference is just in this letter, nothing else. So you can see how similar the language is. Okay, so this is just the group of the languages, as I told you before. It's Montenegrin belongs to South Slavic languages, so similar languages as Serbian, Croatian, Bosnian. So these three languages are with small differences, same language, and there are similarities to Slovenian and Macedonian. I can more easily, I don't know why I understand Macedonian than Slovenian, but still I understand also a bit of Slovenian, some words I don't. And Bulgarian also belongs to this group of South Slavic languages.
So it's when you speak one of these languages, Croatian, Montenegrin, Bosnian, or Serbian, you can easily be understood and communicate in all region, former like most of the former Yugoslavia, yes?
Yes. So for these four languages, Montenegrin, Serbian, Croatian, and Bosnian, are almost the same. You don't have differences here. You don't have troubles with communication. And also people who teach language, they offer all 3 or 4 languages. If foreigners learn, then they say usually in their online tutorials that they teach all 4 languages.
So all of the citizens of these countries, they can announce themselves as polyglots.
Yes, they can say that they speak 4 languages, yeah. But actually it's all the one.
Linguistically it's the one, but politically there are 4.
Politically it's different, yes. Firstly, it was called Serbo-Croatian. When I was a child, it was called Serbo-Croatian. Then when I was a teenager, it was Serbian. As a student, also Serbian. And then after that, when I started working, and I was already working a lot, it was Montenegrin language. Well, everybody calls it short Montenegrin, but actually in Constitution, it respects all the nationalities in Montenegro, because in Montenegro you have mix of all these nations, Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, and Montenegrins. So that's why in the Constitution, the language is called firstly Montenegrin, then Serbian, Bosnian, and Croatian. That's the full name of the language, how they name it also in school.
Okay, so thank you, Vesna, very much for these explanations. I think it was very interesting, especially for Polish people, because we don't know so much about Balkans languages, and especially about Montenegrin. I think because many Polish people spent a holiday in Croatia, and Montenegro is becoming more and more interesting destination for Polish people. So it was very, very nice to hear this information from you. There are 4 photos from Montenegro, z Czarnej Góry in Polish. I think they are quite different, so it will be not so easy. And now, Vesna, you will choose one of these photos, describe in Montenegrin, in Crnogorski, and we will try to guess which one are you describing. And of course, we'll try to understand as much as we can. Can we start?
Yes, I will choose the most simplest one, at least.
No, I think the most difficult. It will be...
The most difficult.
Yeah. In Polish, difficult is trudna.
Trudna is pregnant in our case, but it's still difficult. Okay. To je grad u Bokokotorskom zalivu. Bokokotorski zaliv je zaliv u Jadranskom moru. Turisti iz cijelog svijeta dolaze da vide ovaj grad. Grad je pod zaštitom UNESCO-a kao svjetska kulturna baština. To je stara mediteranska luka. Iznad grada su planine Orjen i Lovćen. Ovo je jedan od najljepših gradova Crne Gore. Na slici se vidi more, zaliv i zaliv je okružen planinama. Pored mora je veliki broj kuća.
Okay. So do you know which photo is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one? So
The first one.
I think it's number 1. Jeden, in Polish jeden.
Yes, it's number 1.
Jeden. Okej, to teraz Julian może. Julian,
you said
albo
that
Piotrek, co zrozumiałeś?
Yeah, for me, the game changer was when you said that it's okrążony górami.
Surrounded by mountains.
Surrounded by mountains. It's almost exactly the same like you would say in Polish.
What else? What else did you understand? Kuba, Mikołaj, Julian.
So I understand that that's a city placed by the sea, Mediterranean Sea, and it's a UNESCO program it's visited by tourists. So I also understand there's some kind of a bay or something. So
yeah, I think zalev. There was a word zalev.
Right.
Zalev. In
Right,
Polish, we have the word zalev. Zalev, it's a bay, like a bay, something. Yeah? Po polsku to jest podobnego, nie? Zalew.
Yes. So that's why I thought that's the picture number 1.
Yeah.
And also you told the story about a church, that there is a legend with it, right? And the church is only on the first one.
Yeah, and
so something with being saint.
Yeah, maybe. And I think you said about the more. More is morze in Polish, morze, sea. And you say about the mountains, and you say about houses. I think there are a big number of houses, many houses. And Piotrek was asking, did you say something about the church? Because I'm not sure. I don't know. Did you say something about the church?
No.
Ovo je, nisam pomenula crkvu. Crkva se vidi na početku ove slike.
Cerkwa in Polish kościół, a cerkiew to jest prawosławna. Like, po polsku we said that kościół katolicki, Catholics, and cerkiew prawosławna, Orthodox is cerkiew. Okay, very nice. So now it's our turn. Mikołaj, you will describe one of these photos in Polish. Okay? Mikołaj, opiszesz jeden obrazek po polsku.
Wszyscy będą zgadywać?
No, only Vesna. Vesna is guessing. Okay, to wybierz jeden, choose one and describe. Okay, Mikołaj.
Okay. To na obrazku mamy jakąś kapliczkę. Jest ona w górach i prowadzi do niej ścieżka. Mamy też zielony krzak. Z tyłu chyba też widać góry. I mam też na niebie dużo chmur. No to chyba tak mniej więcej.
Znasz? Wiesz?
No, I'm not sure. Only one word was familiar to me, and it was the word gore, which is up. So that was only because of that. I'm thinking maybe picture 2.
Mikołaj, it was 2?
Yes.
Yes, you are right. So Mikołaj was talking about a kapliczka. He said kapliczka. It's in kaplica in Polish. It means like a small, not small church, but place where you worship God, or where you like how to say it. I don't know how it's in English. Who knows how is kaplica in English? I don't know.
Temple or shrine?
Temple. Okay.
Aha. Ovo je mauzolej ili spomenik. Mauzolej, monument. Ovo je simbol Crne Gore. This is symbol of Montenegro. Nalazi se na planini Lovćen. It is located on the mountain Lovćen. Posvećeno je velikom crnogorskom pjesniku Petru II. Petroviću Njegošu. It is dedicated to great Montenegrin poet Petar II. On je bio i vladika. He was also a ruler, but once Montenegrin had only church rulers, and the king was the last one, but the church was ruling Montenegro once. Okay. So the main ruler was the head of the church also.
So it was quite difficult for you to understand. This word. Yeah.
From this place, if you come here, you can see all Montenegro. So you can see the sea and the lake and the mountains. And he wanted to see, to be buried where Montenegro can be seen.
Yeah. And the name Montenegro, the name of the country, Crna Gora. Where is it come from?
Well, it's a very old name. And I'm not sure since when it's mentioned, but it's very, very old. I think it was somewhere, I think there is in the documents, maybe 13th, 14th century, not so sure. But the name comes from the woods, because woods, especially in the northern part, it's kind of, it means actually black woods, because Montenegro in Italian means black woods, so that's the name Crna Gora. We also have like Black Lake, which is famous tourist place in the northern part of Montenegro in Bjelasica. It's called Crno jezero, and you have these pines with they seem very dark in the water, so that's why the name Crna Gora.
Okay, thanks. So we can move to the next slide. Następny slide. And now, Vesna, you will tell name of this thing in Montenegrin, and we will try to guess which one is this. Is it?
Okay. Kappa. Kappa.
Kapka. A hat.
Hat. Okay. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, correct?
Yes, correct.
In Polish, czapka. Okay,
czapka.
Czapka. The next one.
Grudnjak. We have two words for this, so I don't know which one to use.
Use both.
I think it's a jacket.
No.
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 Can you repeat it?
I will tell you the second word, the second name for this synonym. Grudnjak ili brushalter.
The second is from German, I think.
I don't know really.
But because I know that it's from, I know this.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I know. Like, do you know what is it? I know this from German. So because the second word is the same in German language. So it's in Polish we say like biustonosz, like biust is breast and nosić means to.
It will be like breast holder.
Oh, breast holder, yeah, like something like this. Like, so in Polish it's biustonosz, yeah. It's the
biustonosz.
Yeah,
biustonosz.
Yeah. So this is this cloth, yeah. Your grudnjak.
Grudnjak. Grudnjak. It comes from grudi, which means breasts, or we use brushalte. But grudnjak is a typical, I think, Slavic word.
Okay, okay. So it was more difficult. So the next one, Vesna?
Košulja.
So it's the shirt.
It's shirt.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Yeah, in Polish, koszula.
The same, shirt. Okay. Bluza. This is easy.
Yeah, same.
In Polish, the
Yeah.
same. Bluza, blouse. Blouse.
Suknia. Suknia.
Sukienka, the same.
Suknia, the long is the long one.
No. It's the suknia is a skirt.
A skirt. So in Polish, suknia is this dress. In English, this is dress. So this long one. This skirt in Polish, we say spódnica. Spódnica.
Halina. Halina. Do you know what is halina? Maybe.
Halina. In Polish, Halina, it's a name. It's a female name. Halina.
Really?
Yeah, it's a female name. But do you know what is Halina? Which one? No, Julia, Mikołaj, Kuba.
I have no clue.
No, something for women. It must be something for women, Halina.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's, I think...
Probably this one is a dress.
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 In Polish, suknia.
Okay, next one. Next one, patika.
Patika. Patika. In Polish, patika.
Belt.
Belt?
What is
Belt.
I don't know. Patik, in Polish, patik means stick, like a wooden stick. Yeah, patik is a wooden stick.
no? This is here in this case sports shoe. Sports shoe you have in the picture, black one.
It's a shoe. In Polish, sport. In Polish, shoe is boot. Boot.
Cipela is the one made of skin. Cipela.
Yeah. I remember this. I remember this word from Croatian when I was in Croatia last summer. I wanted to buy shoes for to not be hurt by in the sea. There are these animals with you know how to say jeżowce in Polish. Jeżowce. I don't know how to say it in English, but you know, when I went to the shop, I saw that there are cipele. So it's quite funny. This word could be quite funny for Polish people.
Why? What does it mean?
Why? It have connection with some vulgarne, like some bad word, some vulgar word. So I will not say this word, but yeah, it's like some vulgar word. Yeah. Okay. So we can now maybe we say something in Polish, and you will try to guess.
Okay.
Mikołaj.
Kurtka.
Kurtka. I don't know. Maybe T-shirt because it's only left.
No, not T-shirt. Not T-shirt in Polish is T-shirt. Or T-shirt is koszulka. Like koszula is koszula and koszulka is T-shirt in Polish.
And what is kurtka?
T-shirt, jacket.
Jacket.
Jacket. Jakna.
Yeah.
Jakna is...
Okay. One more, Mikołaj?
Skarpetki.
Skarpetki.
Yeah, I guess it's socks, but czarape is in Montenegrin.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's plural, so... Okay, now czasowniki, verbs. In Polish, czasowniki, and in Montenegrin?
Okay, should I try with easy ones? Similar ones?
If you want.
Okay. I will say the verbs in the first person because infinitive is completely different. So let's say ja kuvam. Ja is I.
In Polish the same, ja is I. Could you repeat? Ja?
Ja kuwam.
Kuwam. Ja kuwam. Do you know? Any
Maybe
suggestions?
read.
I think read is czytam. The same in Polish is czytam.
Alright.
Read.
Alright, then.
Really? Mhm.
Yeah, but kuwam. Maybe any suggestions? Could you describe?
Maybe cooking?
Yes, cooking.
Cook. I cook.
Yes.
In Polish gotować. Ja gotuję. Okay, the next one.
Gledam TV. Because we often omit pronouns and we just say the verb.
I watch TV.
Watch TV. Yeah. Gledam.
Watch TV.
In
Okay.
Polish oglądam telewizję.
Aha.
Pleszę.
Pleszę. Ja pleszę.
To something with maybe dancing, because in Polish we say tańczę, ja tańczę, but pląsać, we can say pląsać, but pląsać is old word, we don't use this anymore. It's a literature, like...
A bit sarcastic or something.
Yeah, maybe
When
there's
someone
something, yeah.
dances bad, you can say, on się pląsa.
Yeah.
Okay. Piszę.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The same
Polish,
in
the
Polish.
same, piszę.
Bacam.
Baca?
Ja bacam smeće.
Ja bacam. Okay.
Throw away, probably. Yes.
Yes.
Garbage. Śmieci?
Garbage.
Smeci?
Smeće is garbage.
In Polish śmieci.
Okay. Mislim, there's one saying, mislim dakle postoji.
I think.
So I exist.
Yeah.
Mislim.
To be or not to be, that's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe now our turn. Julian, tell something.
Chodzić.
Idem.
Ja chodzę.
To walk.
Because yes, idem. Sorry, I translated to Montenegrin.
Yeah, very good.
Idem I hodam. We have many words for walking. So idem, hodam.
In Polish you can say ja idę albo ja chodzę. You can say there are synonyms. Okay, Julian, continue.
Spać.
Yes, Julian is using infinitive. Maybe Julian can use Julian maybe in the first singular you can say as well.
Śpię. Ja śpię.
Ja śpię. I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar. Maybe I listen.
Yeah, no, but idziemy spać, śpimy, gdy jesteśmy zmęczeni w nocy, kiedy jest noc, robimy to.
Spava? I sleep? No?
Exactly.
I sleep?
I sleep, yeah. How to say it in Montenegrin?
Spavam.
Spawam. To in Polish spawam means something different.
What does it mean?
What does it mean, spawam in Polish? Could you?
It's quite difficult to say, actually. It's have two metals. And
It's
you
basic. When you have two metals and you want to connect them with fire.
Yeah, joining two metals.
Like
with fire. Yeah,
probably.
It's
like a track.
It's metallurgist job.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe no.
So
it's wild in English. I just checked.
Okay. So the last one, Julian. The last verb in Polish.
Rozmawiać. Ja rozmawiam.
Albo mówić. Może też rozmawiać.
Mówić.
Tak. Ja mówię, ja rozmawiam.
I push, no?
No. Może Julian podpowiedź jakaś. Powiedz jakby co to tak po polsku, ale po polsku, też podpowiedź po polsku. Hint in Polish.
Dobrze. No to jak dwie osoby wymieniają się, nie wiem, słowami, gadają ze sobą. stoją dwie osoby i na przystanku na przykład. I
Dyskutują.
Tak, dyskutują.
Co my robimy od godziny?
Tak. Komunikują się ze sobą, używając języka.
Разговарам. Aha, to talk.
Exactly. Yeah. Разговариваем in Montenegrin.
Разговарам, yes, we have several words. One of them is разговарам или pričam.
Now, Vesna, again, you will describe what is on one of the photo and we will try to guess.
Palačinke sa šlagom, jagodom i sladoledom. Yummy. Okay?
Okay. Do you know? I think it's number... Yes, I think it's number 1.
Nikolai guessed.
Yeah, Nikolai.
Jagoda is strawberry.
Jagoda is strawberry, sladoled, ice cream, šlag is cream, and palačinka is pancake.
Paczynka. In Polish naleśnik is pancake. Lód, lody, lód to ice cream is lód. And jagoda, in Polish jagoda is... What is jagoda in Polish?
Jagoda.
Yeah, but yeah, strawberry in Polish is truskawka. A jagoda...
Blueberry?
Blueberry.
Something like that.
Yeah. So in Polish it's different fruit. Yeah. Okay. So now our turn. Piotrek described one of these photos in Polish for Vesna.
Okej. Na tym zdjęciu jest cudowne danie składające się z frytek, pomidorów i ciewapcici.
Aha, I understand. It's a second one.
Yeah, I was in Croatia and I absolutely love ciewapcici.
So is this international word or Balkan word, ciewapcici?
Actually, I've seen in some shops in Poland it's also called ciewapcici.
Also. So, and also pomidoro, is it tomato?
And frytki? Frytki
is French fries, right?
Yeah.
Pomfrit is in Montenegrin. Cevapi. Cevapčić is like small cevap. So this cevapčić means like small one, but we call it cevapi mainly. Some people call it cevapčići. Paradise is tomato. It's easy to memorize because of paradise. Kupus I see here. I povrće. Pomfrit is for fries.
Povrće, vegetables.
Povrće, vegetables, yes.
In Polish warzywa. Okay, so the last, ostatnia. How to say the last in Polish? Ostatnia. Ostatni slide.
Posledni slide in
Posledni. Okay, posledni. To anatomii. Po polsku anatomia.
Anatomia.
Albo części ciała. Parts of body. Body is a ciało, części ciała. Body parts. A in Montenegrin?
The dijelovi tijela. Anatomia is the same. Anatomia. I tijelo is body.
Yeah, like
Dijelovi. Tijela, part of body.
Similar to Polish. Okay, so Vesna, you will start.
Usta.
Mouth.
Yes.
In Polish, usta, the same, usta.
The same.
Yeah, usta,
Okay.
and yeah, same. And how to say do you know what are zęby? Zęby? On the same. Zuby. Teeth, yeah, zęby. In zuby. Okay. Okay, so the next, Vesna.
Uvo.
Ucho, ear?
Ucho.
Yes, ear.
In Polish, ucho.
Uši is the plural.
In Polish, the same. Uszy is plural, yeah. So it's the same. It's how to say.
You can have more than two.
Yeah, how to say the same in Montenegrin? I think in Croatian. Isto. Po polsku tak samo. Okay. The next one.
Kosa.
Kosa.
Oh, God.
Kosa. I know it's from Croatian, so because like kosa in Polish, kosa means it's a tool to harvest. When you, how to say in English kosa?
Yeah, we use the same word for that tool and same word for this part of body. So
Yeah.
So maybe it's a hand.
No, it's not a hand. But you can say, Vesna, where could you find this? Say in Montenegrin, describe this in Montenegrin.
Kosa je na glavi i kosa je nešto što čini žene lijepima. Djevojka je lijepa ako ima dugu kosu.
It's a hair.
Must be her.
Here, yes. Do you understand the rest of it?
Yeah, I understand that there is some glawa, na glawie, czyli na głowie, in Polish na głowie, on the head. And it makes a girl beautiful, and especially when they are long. Długa kosa, długie kosa.
Yes.
In Polish długie włosy. Długie means long, włosy.
We had an old word called vlasy, and it also means kosa. And kosa is also used for cutting the grass. As tool for the grass.
So interesting. Okay, so now Kuba Pyra, maybe Kuba, your turn. Choose something for Vesna.
To say in Polish, right?
Yeah.
Oczy.
Oczy, eyes.
Yeah.
And one is oko.
Oko, same.
Oko. Yeah. How to say this part in this? Obrwa. In Polish, brwi. Quite similar. Yeah. Okay. And this like how to say eyelashes? In Polish. In Polish rzęsy. Okay. Yeah. So the next one, Kuba.
Next one. Ramię.
Can you repeat? Rame. As arm?
Yes.
Rame, all the same.
The next.
Noga.
Noga is the same. It's leg.
Yeah, correct.
Then the last one.
Now you should say no. It's not a foot. It's something else.
Okay. Yeah, the foot. The last one. The foot is because nos is the same. Yes, nos is nos in. Yeah,
nos is the same. Yes.
And the foot in Polish is stopa.
Stopalo.
Stopalo.
Yes, in Montenegrin.
So almost the same. So anatomy, I think, is the closest. These words are almost all the same.
Yes. The body parts are almost it's the same. It's rame, glava, ruka, uvo, oči, usta, stopalo, noga, nos, kosa. Only kosa is a bit different.
Yeah. So when you go to the doctor, you can be understood. Okay, but it's good.
Let's hope you will not need it. But
yeah, of course. Okay.
But you drink your own water, buy water.
Yeah, of course. So Vesna, we finished our tasks, but it was very interesting for me. I don't know, Julian, Mikołaj, Piotrek, Kuba, Kirill. What do you think? It was interesting meeting for you.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed it.
Yes, and I hope we will. I hope we will visit one day Montenegro because it's a beautiful country.
You will love it here.
So Vesna, again, chwala, because chwala means thank you.
Yes.
Chwala. Dziękuję bardzo. Dziękujemy. In Polish dziękuję. It's chwala. And do widzenia. Do widzenia means goodbye. Do widzenia, I think it's do widzenia.
Yes, do widzenia is goodbye. Sometimes we say prijatno. Prijatno means also bon appetit, but it means something like have a nice day also.
Or do widzenia, or do zobaczenia, like see you. How to say it?
Yeah.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia. Dziękujemy.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do widzenia.